Audio check.
Audio check.
Very good. And I'm very orange, aren't I? Me. There we go. Alright, that's better. It's better. So I had a good day today. Today is the first day, well, I consider week starting on Monday. So today is the first day of my birthday week. Let me turn this down a bit. There we go. And, yeah, it went well for the first day. Slept in a bit, got up, and looked over the stream schedule for the week. I'm pretty happy about it. And what else? Oh, I went out shopping today, and I picked up some ingredients. I thought, I did a recipe. I used to do recipes every weekend, and I want to get back into that. And I did a recipe just this past weekend. I posted the pictures in Discord. I made a nice broccoli and chicken stir fry. And since this is the week of my birthday, I figured I want to make something desserty, which is not typically what I'm trying to do. I am trying to get back into a healthy eating plan, but there are occasions during the holidays like Christmas and Thanksgiving and one's own birthday where I feel exceptions can be made. And so this coming weekend, I will be whipping up a coconut flan for the very first time, and I'm rather excited. I do enjoy flan. I do love coconut, so I think it's going to be a good mix. But let's get to the topic of today's stream. So, hello everyone. We are here for Monday Marvels. And as you might guess, well, not really guess, as you can tell from the category, we are here and are going to stream Journey. Now, I'll get into what Journey is and why we're streaming Journey after the opening announcements, but it is a game of special significance to me, not in any really personal way, but just as a really good game, as a really good experience. So, opening announcements. I am your host, Lord Orfeo. I stream 6 nights a week, from Monday through Saturday, from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock U.S. Eastern Time. Note that the end time to each of my streams may always be extended. Really just depends upon my personal energy level, the level of enthusiasm we have for whatever it is I happen to be streaming that night, and the amount of content left to be streamed. Also know that I stream a little something different each and every night of the week. Mondays are indie games, or they tend to be indie games. Tuesdays are retro games. Wednesdays in the Discord we watch anime together. And afterwards on Twitch we go through a just chatting stream covering gaming news. Thursdays are dedicated to role-playing games. Fridays are typically dedicated to AAA games. Saturdays are dedicated to spooky games. And Sundays I take off. So that is my stream schedule. If any of those stream themes are of interest to you, then I encourage you to drop me a follow, and I hope to see you sometime during the week. And with our opening announcements now out of the way, let us return to the stream of the day. And again, we are here for Monday Marvels, a stream day dedicated typically to indie games. And we will be streaming a one-shot of Journey from that game company. And I can see Ratika is here. Hello, Ratika, with the Pikachu cheer. How are you doing, Ratika? Ratika is another streamer friend. Let's see here. Shout out to Ratika, last casting Medieval, which is quite appropriate considering next month is October. It is the month of Halloween, and all manner of spookiness will be streamed in that month, I expect. And while medieval isn't necessarily scary. It is very haunting, it is spooky, and it's a pretty good game. So, yes, how is that going, Ratika? Ratika says, good, playing some Destiny. Oh, and now he's playing some Destiny. Very nice. Alright, I think that's good. Yes, that's good. Well, there's a little speck right there. Oh, ants. In Destiny 2, there's ants? Okay, there we go. Radika says, took about 2 hours to beat ant level with all collectibles in Medieval. Oh, in Medieval, I see, I see. I never got very far in Medieval. I tried playing it. I tried playing the PlayStation Portable port of the PS... Actually, it's not even a... Oh, yeah, it is a port. Of the PS1 original. And, yeah, I didn't get very far. From what I played, it was fun. But similar to many early PS1 games, the challenge ramped up quick. And the challenge sort of overcame my want to tackle or finish tackling the titles that I gave up. But good on you, Ratika. Good on you for getting further in it, because I never encountered ants. You're playing PS4 one? Ah, the remake. Very nice, very nice. And you're playing Destiny 2 or Destiny 1? I'm going to guess Destiny 2. Yes, 2. Thought so. Fun, fun. Any raids? Or are you just farming for gear to boost your light level? Or just hanging out there and just having fun? I would do that a lot when I played Destiny 1. I would just sit in like the first open area on Earth, even after I had like done all the endgame stuff. And I would just hang out and just sit there and watch other people run around and blow stuff up, and it was kind of fun. Can't do raids, don't have anyone to play with. Oh, that stinks, Ratika, that stinks. That was my situation. I was really good at the game, referring to Destiny 1, not Destiny 2. And I never had anyone to do raids with. I did almost all of the raids in Destiny 1. I never did the last one. I think it was like Rise of the Machine, something like that. But I did all the rest. I just had to join other people's groups and learn how to do raids from those other groups. But aside from that, it was really fun, and I really enjoyed the overall experience. Journey is a great game. It really is. I say Journey. Destiny is a great game. It really is. I still prefer Destiny 1 over Destiny 2, but it is a pretty good franchise, very creative lore, typically very good music, very good graphics, some fun gameplay systems. Yeah. I'm interested in what's going to happen with Destiny 3. We'll see. You're just doing these mini dungeons called Lost Sectors. Oh, okay, okay. I think I remember some of those from Destiny 2. But let us get back to the game of the day, Journey. So this is not going to be my first playthrough of Journey. I have beaten it before. I first picked up Journey on the PlayStation 3, and I beat it multiple times on the PlayStation 3 to collect all of its trophies. I then played Journey again on PS4, beat it multiple times, and collected all of its trophies. And so you might wonder, why are we here now then? Typically, I am a one-and-done kind of guy when it comes to games. I do mainly first playthroughs. So if I've beaten it so many times, why are we doing this? Well, I've said before on this channel that there are 3 holidays that I like to plan my streams around, if possible. Doesn't always work out, but I try to make it fit. I try to stream more. I try to stream more romantic or perhaps slightly erotic games during February, the month of Valentine's. I think that's kind of fitting. During the month of October, I try to stream extra spooky stuff, as that is the month of Halloween. And then, not the month, but just the week of my birthday in September, which is this week, I stream games that are short and that made a big impact on me in some way, or that are considered by me to be spectacular examples of interactive art. And so, as I said, this is the week of my birthday, and I have selected 3 such games to stream this week. And this is the first of the 3. Journey from that game company is a very special game. It follows the story of a cloaked figure that we control. You don't really know the name of this cloaked figure. Along the way, we may meet other cloaked figures. You can't really talk, you don't know who they are exactly. And what this symbolizes, what the game symbolizes, is life. In that you start off not really understanding where you're at, not knowing really what to do, and you just sort of have to fumble along and figure things out as you go. And as you go, you may come into relations with other people. Some relations can last the entire adventure. Sometimes relations happen and almost instantly end. And that I feel symbolizes the people you meet along your life's journey. And the entire time in the game you are trying to reach this mountain in the distance, and you don't know why, but you have nothing else to do. That's kind of the only goal. And that symbolizes your journey through life. And then at the end, well, the game humbles you, and you meet what you think is the end. And then afterwards you find there's something beyond that end. And it's very uplifting, it's very encouraging. And then something else happens at the very end, which you will get to see tonight. And it sort of ties the end in with the beginning of the game. And it's a very philosophical game. It's a bit vague, but that's intentional. And it's really made to make you think and reflect, I would say, on your own life as an adventure. And to be grateful for the journey. And the reason this game is called Journey and not Destination is because it's not so much about the mountain in the distance, even though that is sort of the goal, which is to reach it. But the real adventure takes place on the way there. The game is about the journey, not the end point. And such is life. Now, if you're watching this with your speakers at medium to low volume, most of the time I would say that's okay, but I would encourage you to increase the volume of your speakers, not so much just to hear me talk, though I do have a lovely voice, but more so because the music in this game is a major part of the experience. The soundtrack to this game is very captivating, very moving, and it is one of the best elements in this game. Ritika says, hopefully Destiny 3 is kind of like an expansion. We'll see, we'll see. And Ritika answers the question of the week. Dark chocolate, milk chocolate, or white chocolate? Ritika prefers milk chocolate. Why is that, Ritika? Do you not like the other two, or do you just prefer milk chocolate? I'm with you, I prefer milk chocolate. But I don't dislike the other two. Alright. New journey. And this is one of the few PlayStation games that has motion control. Ratika says, dark doesn't taste that good in my opinion, and white is just okay. So you can hold our controller, and as you tilt it, it tilts the world. Let us tilt to the front. There we are. All right. Now for a moment, just look at this. And the game gets more gorgeous beyond this, but you can kind of see the sunlight reflecting off the individual grains of sand on the right. The beautiful design of the red cloak, how it stands out amidst the orange of the desert's dunes. Let's make our way to the top. For me, dark chocolate, I like dark chocolate. It is bittersweet, and so I feel it's a good mixer. Like, if I'm gonna make some hot cocoa, I actually prefer dark chocolate hot cocoa over milk. And then maybe add some other sort of sweetener to my liking. But sometimes I like that bittersweetness. White chocolate it tastes very milky. And I know purists, chocolate purists, be like, well, white chocolate's not even real chocolate. But I know, but it's called white chocolate. I like white chocolate too. And I think that has its own purpose. Like I said, it's very creamy. To me, it tastes a little too rich, a little too sweet. I feel that milk chocolate is sort of, it strikes that sweet spot. No real pun intended there. But yeah, it's not as bitter as dark. It's not as sweet as white. It's right in the middle. It's perfect. And look at the little indentations my little legs make, and you can surf on the sand as well. That is absolutely beautiful. And the sound of the crunching sand. That is wonderful. You kick up little bits of sand behind you. And so begins our journey. That is our goal. That is our destination. Look how beautiful that is. Journey might still have the best sand in a video game. Depending on how you look at it, it's either 1 or 2 generations old. And it's still incredibly lovely. The way the sand kind of wafts as you walk through it. Absolutely lovely. You can see there's a whole bunch of what look like tombstones, headstones here. So there's ruins everywhere, and we must see if we can figure out what has caused these ruins. What's the story behind this fallen civilization? And so the X button allows us briefly to fly. Now, you're not really supposed to understand what I'm doing yet. Because the game eventually instructs you about the circle button. But it does help. Now, I'm not sure I remember where everything is, but we'll see. So what does our first glyph here tell us? So it sort of confirms this to be a graveyard. You can see cloaked figures lying on their backs, and at each stands a headstone. So the area we came from, yes, is a graveyard, a desert graveyard. I like that we tumble over in the sand. Now, I said at the beginning of the stream that I had gone through and collected all the trophies on the PlayStation 3 version and again on the PlayStation 4. Now, this game does have some replay value to it besides just collecting trophies. It gives you a special reward. So, if you collect each of the glowing symbols, like the one we saw at the beginning of the game, and you can see there's one further down atop that short pillar. If you can collect all of those throughout the game and then restart the game, you unlock two cool items. So the first thing you unlock, now we're going to be going through the whole game, so just understand that, but the first thing you unlock is that when you come back here to the beginning of the game, you can see there's what look like different houses or temples set up around the environment. Each of these has a portal, and that portal takes you to a different level within the game. So you can actually count how many levels there are in the game. Other than the one we're standing in, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that big one over there is 6. Really, that's where we're supposed to go. That's level 2. So including the level we're sitting in now, there's 7 levels. So it's a pretty short game. You can beat it in a single sitting, and again, that's what we're going to do. But the other cool thing, and again, you can visit any level you want to later on. Actually, there's 8 levels. Let me say that. But you can never just get directly to the 8th level. That would be awesome. I would spend so much time there, because the 8th level is absolutely amazing, but it doesn't exist. But anyway. But the other cool thing is, after beating the game, and again, I think all you have to do is beat the game to unlock the level select, basically, by entering the different huts. But if you collect all the symbols, all these lights here on these smaller glyphs light up, and what you can do then is you can make your way to this cloth here, and there we are. So you trade your colors from red to white. Now, the difference is that you get a longer scarf at the beginning, but the white scars are representative of the people who used to actually live here. You are a red-cloaked person by default, and so you are sort of like the new race of beings introduced to this land. But the white has they're inherently more powerful. And that's because not only can they fly like you can, but their cloak, or not their cloak, I'm sorry, their scarf regenerates on its own over time. As a red-cloaked figure, you can only regenerate your scarf by having other red scarves touch yours. Now, this also feeds into the multiplayer aspect of the game. Because if you're playing with someone online, so long as you two stay near each other, there we go. So long as you two stay near each other, you can actually recharge each other's scars. And so that's pretty cool. Now I am going to try and see if we can unlock all the glyphs, like I said before. I'm not sure if I'm going to remember where they all are, but we're going to give it a shot. Here's the other one. So you can see this is meant to represent the current state of this civilization. The sand has taken over the towers, and what once was of the towered city is no more. So you can see here, these are the levels. If I kind of get close, an image forms, and these are the different pillars you can, or not pillars, these signs that form give you clues as to the story that is shown to you in this level, and it even forms like a little, a cool little mirage of a level, and you just walk into the light and you're taken there. But like I said, we're going to do them all. And another reason we're doing this isn't just because I think it's a really awesome game. It's also for YouTube footage. So I upload all of the gameplay footage I do here on Twitch to YouTube. And I did stream this game before, but I streamed it before I started uploading my footage to YouTube. So we actually don't have this on the on our gameplay channel. So I figured it'd be a nice addition. Now you can still keep doing what I'm doing and collecting everything, and that will still lengthen your scarf whether or not you're red or white. It's just, it's not perhaps as important since you're white, since you're going to regenerate. You don't have to rely on really stretching the flight capabilities of your red scarf, but it's still neat. It still helps. I wasn't sure I'd make it from there. But yeah, you don't have to use any of your flying abilities to make it from there to... You can. But if you just do what I did, the red cloaks, or the red strips of cloth, will uplift you high enough so that you can glide over. Alright. So we see a large cloaked figure the mountain in the distance. And so up from this mountain, it spurts many different symbols. You could guess that it creates life. Some of that becomes the birds. Some of that life manifests in the form of crops. And some of that life manifests itself as people. And from a unique well of life emerges the red cloth as well. The people are white cloth, but some sort of mysterious red scarf cloth appears as well. The gate is now open to us. We can see a figure there in the distance. Now we head to level 2. See, I told you it was a short game. Looks like they're waiting for us. But then once they see us, they turn around and run away. Now in this first level that we just passed through, it's just single player. But from here on out, it's possible to find other people. Multiplayer opens up. Alright. There is also a trick to playing with your friends. So you can actually select to play with anyone in this game. There's no... you can't just hop and be like, yeah, I want to play with my buddy John, so he and I are just going to jump into the game. And no, you can't do that. But there is sort of a trick if you want to play with your friends in this game. And that is, you both try to jump into the next level at the same time. And the game match makes whomever happens to be closer to you in level progression. So it is very possible that you can be matched make with your friend that way. And if it doesn't work, you can just kind of sit near the entrance, not move. And if someone else joins you, they'll eventually get fed up with you staying there and then they'll leave. And if your friend is still in that beginning area, we do have someone joining us, then you will eventually get match made. See, so he and I have different, or she and I don't know, have different symbols. And we don't know who each other is. We only can differentiate because of our different symbols here. Now, I don't know what their aim is. My aim is to complete everything, or as much of everything as I can remember to complete. But later on in the game, we will find out who that person is. At the very end of the game, it tells you the identity of the people that you travel with, which I think is really cool. It tells you their PlayStation Network IDs. Now, I know this game is also on PC. It's on Steam. I think it's also on the Epic Store. And so it probably also gives you their Steam IDs and their Epic game IDs as well, which I think is pretty neat. So the objective here is to make it across the bridge, but we can't do that because the tops of the bridges, the top of the posts, are spread too far apart. So we have to figure out a way to do that. Also, look at that. Look how when we get too close to the edge, the wind causes the sand dunes to billow. It looks almost like water. Look at that. See if I can get that again. There we go. You can kind of see it. This effect also happens if you get too far out near the edges of a level. The wind gets too brutal, and it will eventually push you back. And I think that's pretty neat. Here's another symbol. There we are. Our scarves continue to grow. Oh, we missed something over here. Now, there is a trophy for crossing this bridge without forming all the pieces to the bridge, but like I said, I'm going to try to complete everything this playthrough. There we go. The bridge is now partially complete. This is such a beautiful game. The graphics, the music, especially the music. The music for this game has won multiple awards. And the story, or what you can piece together of the story, is really quite amazing. Okay. There's also another scarf bit up there. Here's another glyph. Now I think this is like a bonus. This is in case you missed the first one that I showed off. This is the only glyph that repeats so far as I'm aware in this game. All the other glyphs, the wall glyphs, are going to be unique. Okay. They help you gain some height, and then you glide over. There we are. We have 3 more strips of cloth there. There's also another one over there. It's fine. We'll head back. And one of the nice parts of replaying this game, especially as a white cloaked figure, is you can try to see how much of the game you can complete while flying as much as possible. And I know I did that as soon as I unlocked the white cloaked figure. I just jumped right back into the experience and tried to glide. It looks like the other figure may have left us. Oh, nope, they're still here. Okay. And as you're flying, if you were to do your sound chirp, your chirp burst, I guess you could call it, 2 cloaked figures can fly together almost non-stop. They'll keep regenerating each other's scarves, which is really neat. Alright, looks like we have 1 left. We did it. The bridge is finished. Now we can head to level 3. So you can see we completed level 1 pretty quickly. And we could have completed it much faster than I completed it. But I really wanted to sort of show off the different sort of temples, the level select temples, and kind of talk a bit about the game. But yeah, it's not really too long. And you can see level 2 went by pretty quickly. You just glide right over the scarf, you don't even run. It's wonderful. Out of coffee. That's fine. I have water. Now the ancestor recognizes us. And the story continues. Eventually, civilization emerges, and towers are built. And the ancestors found a way to channel the red cloth energy for purposes of power. To level 3. It's brilliant. Brilliant design that we can only chirp to one another. It keeps people from being griefers, because you can't smack talk anyone or be smack talked about. You can assume that the other person's chirping just to be nice. Alright, now we've entered what I think of as desert proper. There's really nothing here, well, almost nothing here, but dunes, and the mountain itself looming in the distance. Looming quite large in the distance. And we can see up from the mountain, a light shot out. We're not really sure what that's about or where it's going. Look at that sky, that beautiful green sky. It's going behind us, though. Looks like it's leaving little glyph lights behind it. A trail of glyph lights. Okay. Let's do some sand surfing. We have our first new friend. Hello, carpet friend. Look how playful he is. He dives beneath the sand. He's fairly intelligent. He seems to know where he's going. He doesn't really follow you. You follow him. Now, you can choose to go off and do your own thing. You don't have to follow him. But, like I said, he does seem to know where he's going. Ah, there we go. You can also ride them as well. Sometimes. Ah, he led us to his friends. Another bit of story. These are the ancestors tending their crops. Birds flying overhead. Let's keep going. Also, this game is developed by that game company I mentioned at the beginning of the stream. And in each that company game, at least since the PlayStation 3 games, they have included or at least since Flower, that was their second PlayStation 3 game, there has been an Easter egg in each succeeding game. So their first game was called Flow, and it was about organisms in a black pool, and you would swim down to different levels and devour other creatures and get bigger and stronger. And the goal is just to become the strongest creature there, sort of evolve to become top of the food chain. We kind of missed seeing that, but it actually crashed up there. It shot. That was one of the sparks that shot down from the mountain, and it crashed into this building. It's that game company's second game was called Flower. You controlled wind, and on the wind, you could bloom flowers, and it was a game about nature and about sort of nature taking back what humankind had sort of destroyed with their pollution and their concrete buildings. And this is Journey, and I've already kind of explained what that's about, and you're seeing that now. One of the, and I'm not sure if he wants to lead me to it or not. One of the Easter eggs is that somewhere in this desert is a flower, and that flower is actually an homage to. Oh, this is the last area. Is actually an homage to Flower, their game Flower. And later on, we find another Easter egg that is an Easter egg for their first game, Flow, which I think is really neat. Okay. I don't think there's any... Oh, there is. There's one more here. There we go. Now we got the whole party. Now, I will leave the flower for you to discover. What is that? Oh, I think that's just... I don't think that's another scarf. That's just part of the building. Okay. They're gonna go off and they're gonna have fun doing their thing for a while. We'll see them again. I'm sure of it. Look how wide and expanse this is. Look how the sun shines in the glittering sand. It is so beautiful. Everything about this game is so beautiful. The swishing of the sand. The light-hearted chirps. Actually, hold on. From what I remember, there's one more symbol. And it's on one of these bridges. I don't remember which one, though. Where are you? Ooh, I almost fell off. I could be wrong about that, though. I think I am. I think it does exist, but not for this level. Thank you, carpet friend. Or is there one at the bottom? No, there isn't. Just trying to make sure. If we miss one, we miss one. Like I said, I'm going to try and show you as much as I remember. But each should really have their own journey here. Hey! Pick me up! Alright. I'll get it myself then. There we go, now he gave me a boost. That was scary the first time I saw it. The brightly lit blue eyes of the stone creatures. They're actually being assembled here. Ratika says, I'll go now. It's almost 4 a.m. Have a great stream, my friend. Thank you, Ratika. Have some good rest. I am surprised you are still up at 4 a.m. Though I wanted to talk, I often do that myself. Oh, it scooped me up first. Okay. Now, before we go around, there is one more symbol over here. There we are. Oh no, he fell! Oh, good. Now another cutscene, and we'll be moving on to level 4. Another vision of the ancestor. After power is discovered, the crops were destroyed, replaced by industry. So far, very much paralleling the story of mankind. Alright. Oh, he's probably still in the cutscene. He sat down after I did. Oh, maybe he has to go. It looks like he's hanging out here. Doesn't look like he's going to move forward with us. Well, Thank you for being here. We are carried onwards. Level 4. Ah, hello, iBattery. There is one more glowing symbol. I thought I may have missed one here. It was on a bridge somewhere. The Sand Surf level. Happy birthday. Thank you, iBattery. Today is not technically my birthday. My birthday is Thursday. But this is my week of birthday streams. And one of the games that's been very important to me that I've really gotten to enjoy, and it's one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. Oh, dear. Forgot about that one. Is Journey. And so, oh, welcome to our Magic Menagerie, Battery. Thank you for the follow, Battery. And so I did want to play it again. Lots of great memories with this game. How are you doing tonight, Battery? Yes, there are 3 holidays that I like to plan my streams around. I consider my birthday a holiday, though it's obviously only a holiday to me. Valentine's Day, I celebrate the entire month. Halloween, I celebrate the entire month. And then my birthday, I celebrate just the week, as far as streams go. So this is the first celebratory game. I take it you are a fan of Journey? Okay. You love this game? Me too. All trophies collected on PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. And there they are, the ancestors going about their busy city life. Now I think there's a symbol here. Other than the one we scooped up. It's been quite a while since I played. I used to play this every year around my birthday. Look how beautiful that sun looks on the sand. The way the cloth falls, the scarf. Alright, and I think there's a symbol right below us, isn't there? Once we fall, we turn around? Or am I misremembering? I might be misremembering. I think I am. This is so gorgeous. Look at the golden sand. This is so awesome. There's also a trophy for achieving the slalom here by going through, I think you'd have to go through 15 gates in one surf. Look how the sand rolls. It's so amazing. Ah, good call, cloth friend. I think we actually... Oh, we did get it. Okay. I'm like, did we miss it? Oh. Bumped into a wall there. And the music in this game is some of the best I've ever heard. Oh, here comes the scene. Here comes one of the game selling scenes right here. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. And this isn't a cutscene, I still have full control of my character. One of the most beautiful games in all of gaming. And some of the best music in all of gaming. Oh, look at that gold shimmer. What a shine. Alright. Away we go. And we didn't have enough energy to follow our carpet friends. So down we go. Another cutscene, and then we enter level, what is it now, level 4? And there's only like 8 levels, so we're almost halfway through the game. Oh, I forgot about that one. Thank you again. Oh, this is a story glyph. I did forget about this one. Ah, the fight. Yes, the fight. We will learn of that soon. I think all the glyphs you uncover are also gone over by the Ancestor in the visions that we have. But there is a trophy if you find all the story glyphs. And as more of the red cloth was being harvested to power the cities, energy supplies did dwindle, and eventually wars broke out for the precious resource. And machines of war were built. Alright, level 4. I love this moon glow effect. It isn't the moon, at least I don't think it is. It's just the light filtering down. Along with all this darkness around us, makes the sand look silvery and blue. It's a beautiful effect. cool thing, I'm not going to do it, but another cool thing with this game is if you just stand still long enough, your character will sit in meditation. And the camera will pop off you and will just start showing different aspects of the scenery. And if you sit with someone else and meditate for 20 seconds, that's actually a trophy. Let's follow our little guide friend here. Oh! There we go. Look at this. The way the cloth sways upwards. It feels like this is almost like a fish tank, like we're underwater. We're not, but it does feel that way. Now I know somewhere in here, inside one of these tubes, is another symbol. I think I'm in the wrong one. I feel like it's on my right-hand side. There it is. Sometimes it can be a challenge to fall. These long red cloth strips will keep you elevated. Ah, there we go. And as long as you jump and you stay in contact with the red cloth, it won't deplete your own scarf. So you have near infinite energy, which is nice. Here we are. You can go up even higher, but there is another symbol at the very bottom. That I remember. There's one at the very bottom and there's one at the very top. Now I don't remember where at the bottom. But it's here somewhere. Unless I'm mistaken on location. And I could be, it's been years. I don't see anything down here though. Let's go back up. These kind of look like jellyfish. I like that. There's another one. For the most part, this is a very relaxing game. Alright, there are some glowing blue eyes again. Now we saw this in what was it, level 2? But we didn't know what they were before. You're about to find out. Look at all these. Those are the machines of war. So before we saw a factory building these. And you can see our bubbles are now tinged red as if to issue a cautionary chirp. Now I always like to use the left-hand side. That's just how I am. Some people like to go right down the center. Not so much me. Yes, he wants us to follow. And at least one of the machines of war is alive. This is when you run. As long as you stay up here, you're fine. They still freak you out, though. Now, if you had actually been following the carpet figure, he would have bit your cloth, he would have bit your scarf off. Not off, but he would have torn it. I think in half. And he will begin patrolling as well. So you have to do your best not to get caught. I don't believe you can actually. No, I know you can't die in this game, but yeah, your scarf getting torn, that does stink because you won't be able to fly as far or as long. That's sad. There's some more carpet buddies. Kind of like to hang out here for a little while. And that's what happens if you're seen. You can see my scarf also makes trails in the sand. I like that. That's pretty cool. More story glyphs. They're the war machines. And again, I try to hug the wall in this level as much as possible, because they never really come all the way up here. They always stay further down. Now, I know there's another symbol not too far from here. I think it's just on the other side of the wall. Now, if you don't have a long scarf like we do, you're going to have to make your way around the central area, which is quite dangerous. But, oh, here we go. Oh, be careful, be careful. I think there's one symbol. Where is it? I think it's down here. I think it's inside there. Maybe. But I'm fine missing it. Another symbol. Here we go. And we're very close to the end of this level. tombstones. This is the last area here. You can get caught here. Some people think you can't, but you can. Try and surf around. And they saw us. Go, 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 go. Try not to hit the tombstones. Ooh. Protected by the glyph wall. They can't come through. You can see that there's another cemetery here. I suppose for those who died getting here. Now you can actually still get caught. It's just you would have to dive back down into the sand and then walk all the way back up there to get caught. But you could, in theory, still get your scarf bitten up. The beautiful golden shimmer in the sand. Alright. Let's continue. Look how big the ancestors are compared to me. As a result of war, many died. And the sand swept over civilization, leaving only tombstones. And the life in the sky. But something new was born. The first red-cloaked figure. Level 6 is up next. And out of all the levels in this game, this is my favorite, level 6. The one that we're about to go into here. Many people it's level 8, and I can completely understand why. But you may understand my fondness for 8 once we go through it. So we're here. We have to get up there. I might still be going through the cutscene. Okay. And there's our story. Us as a red cloth figure, born on a dune, whose journey is about to begin. And every time you unlock one of the story glyphs, this place fills up with what seems to be not water, a smoky glyph energy. Which, so long as you dwell in it, your scarf never depletes. I think there's also another gem somewhere, not gem. scarf elongating glyph somewhere. And I think it's behind one of these. Then you can see we met someone else on our travels. We pan back around here. And that's when we met the red carpet friends for the first time and began to explore the ruins. Does he know? Ah, that's what I was thinking of before. You had to fill this place up first. There's red carpet friends. The jellyfish. Such a beautiful game. That's when we were underground, running from the war machines. Get a ride from the whale. Now you're actually supposed to ride him to the next checkpoint, but I'm not going to do that, not yet. I want that glyph right there. And there's another hidden area. Which I think he's trying to lead me to. It's a hidden room. This is optional, you don't have to light this one up. This just shows them here. Cloth symbols bearing people here. This is like a mausoleum. Behind one of these red claws is also another symbol. There we go. Listen to that music. Made it. There's the cloth bridge we crossed. Now I don't know if it's now. We have to go one more level up. I'm going to go one more level up. There's another Easter egg here. It's an homage to Flo. We might have to make the fog go up one more level. Oh, don't fall. And that's us surfing down the sand hills. Okay. Now we can definitely find the Easter egg. And to do that, we have to fall ever so slowly. There might also be another symbol that we can collect at the very bottom, but I don't recall. I don't think there is. There it is. The homage to Flow. That's the organism you play at as in the very beginning of Flow. And you get a trophy for finding it. Even makes the same noise as in the Flow game. That's neat. Okay. Oh, and there we are. There's our story. Our journey. From the dunes to the cloth bridge to meeting our carpet friends for the first time to sliding down the sand dunes, being underground, the machines of war, scaling the temple, and then in the end, facing the mountain. From the dunes to the tomb, that's right, Pied Piper. In the end, we shall be made to yield. General Organa's here. Welcome, General Organa. General Organa has redeemed Hydrate and Stretch. Very well. Cheers to you, General Organa. And let us stretch. Before heading through the gate into the next level, which is going to be level 7. It is the first level that does not contain sand. Which maybe explains some things now that I'm actually thinking more about it. Maybe the red cloth figures are born from sand. Maybe the ancestors, who were white-cloaked figures, were born from snow. Could be. Maybe. So as you can see, we're sitting down. I haven't touched my controller in a while, so we're meditating. And then eventually, this will shift to just showing us different scenes of a level, which I think is pretty neat. But how are you doing tonight, General Organa? Stretch our back here. Okay. But yes, I love the look of this level. I love how it's peaceful, how you just get to keep going up and up, and the further you get to the top, the music continues to pick up, and it's the journey theme. It just sounds wonderful. And at the very top, you get to see your entire journey from the past to the present, and what lies in wait for you in the future. I think it's great. Morgana says, "I'm alive." Well, you sound like creepy. Well, being alive is good. I am glad. Let us continue onwards. I'm going to give our friend here the opportunity to follow us. I don't know if they're... Oh, here they come. And yes, how are you doing tonight, Pied Piper? I think we're actually going to beat this before our 3-hour stream time is up. I've forgotten how short an experience this really is. I think the first time I played this, it took me about 5 hours, but I literally walked through everything. Like, we're running through most of it now. There it is. We're getting closer. Oh, our carpet friend fell. What's he doing? Why does he want to go back? Is there one back here? Nope. Oh. Oh, I ran out of juice. That's kind of... Oh, I know why he went in there now. At least I think he did. Yeah. So the thing about the snow is it actually eats away at your cloak at an accelerated rate. I don't know if it's probably a shortcut if you can get up there, but that's fine. Like I said, I want to try to see everything, or at least most of everything during this playthrough. See, if I just stay still, you can see that my cloak begins to frost over a bit. But as long as my partner's next to me, we can keep each other warm. Similarly, this bit of red cloth here, as soon as I walk away, it frosts over. So if you're alone while playing this, it makes it a bit harder. Like I said, so long as he and I are together, we keep each other warm. We get to keep our scarves. There's more carpet friends there. The machines of war patrol the mountain. I never noticed before, but you can actually see exactly where we're going to be going later on in the level. We're going to be crossing this bridge here that we walked underneath. We're going to be on the that wall up there in time. So that's pretty neat. I actually am running, by the way. It just doesn't look like that because the snow is so hard to walk through that it does slow your movement. Here are more unique tombstones here. It's a cool little puzzle here. If you get caught behind the or out in the open when the wind is blowing, you'll get blown all the way back to the beginning of this area. So you have to go from tombstone to tombstone. There we go. And you only really have to go through this puzzle once. And for some people, this can be kind of aggravating, but it's really not that difficult. And like I said, it's a pretty short experience. Just this little trek against the wind here. And if you get caught, I would say it's more funny than anything, because you see yourself go tumbling back in the snow all the way back to the beginning. But it's not bad. Okay. You can see we got two left. One there, and then we have to go through a narrow mountain pass. Once you get around the other side of that narrow mountain pass, you don't have to do this again. Unless you fall from the bridge, which is kind of cool. Made it. Okay. There we go, we made it. We did it. Don't have to worry about that wind anymore, at least not for right now. Another graveyard here in the snow. This is always really sad to me. Look, he's shivering, little carpet figure. If you warm him up though, he begins to sing again. He's happy to see us. Starts to fly around again. And this is about as far as he'll go. And you can stay here and try to keep him warm, but he won't venture any further. And no matter how hard you try, he just won't follow you, so you have to leave him behind. But when you do, you can see he starts to freeze, and then he just frosts over. And he just starts to shiver and suffer again. You feel really bad. but you have to keep going. You have to leave him behind. Just for some reason, he doesn't want to follow you. Which, I mean, I can get because, you know, this is a dangerous area, and you'll see why. There's the full moon. There's another machine of war patrolling the area. We don't have to worry about him quite yet. See, the wind's picking up. We're having to lean into the wind now to make progress. And I don't know if our companion so far is going to wait on me. But once we get inside the nook up ahead on the left, I'm going to have to take a little bathroom break. Probably from all the coffee and water I've been drinking. But then we'll be back and we'll finish this. It's a nice lantern here. Very warming environment. Our cloth is back. The music picks up. And there they are, the ancestors riding the machines of war to attack one another. Alright. Now this is where I take my little bathroom break. I'll be back in just a few moments. Enjoy the graphics, enjoy the music. And yeah, just give me about a couple minutes. Alright, I am back, chat. Hello, hello. Okay. You can see, as long as you put down the controller and walk away for a bit, it starts showing you scenes from around the area. Not necessarily just scenes that you've crossed already, but scenes that you have yet to see. And so, I wouldn't say it's cheap, but if you want to sort of see where some hidden things might be in a level, once you enter it, especially if you're alone, then just put down the controller and kind of go through this screensaver experience. And sometimes you'll see the location of hidden glyphs, or the story panels that you have to uncover, that you can uncover. I should say, they're not mandatory. And yeah, you can continue, pick up your controller, go through the area, and try and find those locations. Ah, they waited. Looks like they're laying down. Looks like they fell asleep. This is also, I would say, a bittersweet nook to be. And that's because so long as we stay in here, this lantern will continue to warm us up. But once we leave this little area and continue to venture onwards, I mean, it might still, if he doesn't wake up soon enough and join us, he'll probably stay on. But once we both leave, the lantern will turn off, and if we come back, it will not turn back on. Oh, hold on a second. Ah, Battery is here. Battery is the one who's with us. He just sent me a message on stream. I mean, I don't know why I'm responding to the message in text necessarily, but I did. But Battery asked, or rather told me that they stumbled onto our stream accidentally, and if I would like to continue the stream solo. I said, no, stay. If you'd like to stay. Alright, Battery, let us continue. Look how beautiful and warm that glow is. And then as we exit, the lantern turns off. And if we go back, it will not turn back. And now the music changes too. It gets more dramatic. And here's the bridge. Now if you look down, you can see that there's the entrance. That's the temple that we came from on the left. You walk beneath the bridge, where our poor carpet friend is still huddling down there somewhere that we had to leave behind. And there's the wind gusting through the mountain pass. So I love aspects of that in a game, where you can see where you've been before from later on in the level, or you can see where you're going. Now you can't actually fall off the bridge. You won't die if you fall, but you will have to repeat those parts of the level all over again. And that can be rather irksome. I've seen that happen to people before. You can also see that when Battery and I are away from each other, if I try to charge up and cheer... Actually, that was rather large. But, oh, wind's picking up again. Okay. Oh! I got a little nervous there. I thought Battery fell off the edge of the bridge there. All right. Here we go. Wind's getting worse. Machine of war there. Now I know there's an alternate path here as well. You can choose to go straight through those broken bits and head in that direction. Or I think you can head to the far left. And there's like a small mountain pass that you can take. but I don't recall if that's just a detour that eventually brings you back to where you entered, or if it is indeed something that's unique, if it's something that you can use to traverse the level in a different way. But I think that's it up ahead. That hole in the mountain. That startled me. Oh, here we go. Oh, I can hear it. If it sees us, we are getting gobbled up. There we go. We're a little safer in here. And so the music lightens up as well. There we go. It shows the ancestors approaching the mountain. The peak there, which is our goal. All right. Here we go again. Up. Now it gets more dangerous. You can see there's more carpet figures flying to the mountain. It's probably attacking them. At times the wind picks up and it pushes you further back. At others it relents a bit. There we go. We can stay here and hide inside, and as long as the war machines don't see us, we'll be safe. Right now there's only one. And eventually we'll cross a midpoint, and there will be two. Here's the next one. Made it. Now, I don't remember the patterns here, so I think I'm going to wait. I think the one straight ahead is probably the best bet. Oh, he's pushing for it, so I guess we're gonna go. Oh, we went different ways though. Okay. Oh, I see that one is better. Oh, don't get caught, don't get caught, don't get caught, don't get caught. No, don't get caught. What do you... No, you're running into the light. Don't run into the light. Don't go into the light, Carol Ann. It's not safe. Let me get the pattern down here. Okay, he floats around there. Now, once we make it through that gate in front of us, maybe I was wrong about the two of them, then we'll be safe. We won't have to worry anymore. I'm actually trying to exit, but I can't exit. I'm going to try to make my way over there. Oh no. Oh! Oh. Oh, I thought I got away with it. I thought I got out lucky. Because it stopped looking at me. No, it gobbled up part of my scarf. That's what happens if it sees you. Oh. That was crazy. But that's it though. That was the last of the hard bits in Journey. Sort of. Sort of. Sometimes sometimes you do get hurt pretty badly on life's journey. The important thing is to recover and push onwards. We made it to the top. Well, almost. We're getting there. We're getting there. Alright, time to cross the bridge. We can hide behind this rock, but we have to make our way across and up the stairs. Can't hide behind that rock because that's where wind comes through, but you can hide here. And if the wind catches you, you will be blown all the way back. Hide right there. And if you get blown down, you can see, as long as you don't get blown down too far, there is a way to get back up. Now, if you're not lucky, you can fall all the way down, and then you'll have to go through hiding and not getting caught by the war machines all over again. That can be annoying. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah, we kind of got lucky though. We dropped here. It is possible to drop on the other side of this wall, and then you do have yourself a long way to go, climbing all the way back. But once you're here, it's easier. Just sort of scale up one of these broken war machines here, and you're on the safe end. Oh, I almost walked right off the edge there. Alright, we're here. We're close. There's the peak. See, the wind is so wrathful now, it's ripping our scarves. We have almost nothing left. Oh! Ugh. And now we have nothing left. We can still chirp, but it's hard. There's barely any visual cue that we're doing it now. It's getting hard towards Journey's End. You can see there's tombstones scattered around this mountain. This is another graveyard here. Some people really did get quite far up this mountain. Oh, the wind is calming. But it's still so cold. It's growing ever colder. We can't even walk normally anymore. We're just sort of limping forward. So cold, so tired. We can't really chirp anymore. We're close though. We're very close. We can't see the peak anymore, but we're nearly there. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. Oh, music has left us now. Oh. It was too much. Oh, we both collapsed in the snow. Oh. We were overcome. We're back! Ancestors are giving us a chance to make it. Oh! And I do have full control again. Almost there. Oh! We made it. The clouds covering the mountains will completely regenerate your scarf. And it looks like water as well. This is so beautiful. Oh, where are you going? General Organa has redeemed Hydrate and Stretch again. Very well, Organa, very well. Let me see if I can make it up here. Uh-oh. Close. You. 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 Yes! Landed it. Beloved Clowny Mountain. Alright. Let's take another stretch break here. Enjoy this beautiful scene. Look at the rainbow. I never noticed this rainbow before. But then I don't think I've ever been on this peak before. See the waterfalls cascading down, the light of the peak, the gate, surrounding clouds, the sky and the moon. Absolutely beautiful. And there's the sun. Breathtaking, just breathtaking. Oh, hello, Goddess Dancer. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight? Just taking a little stretch break here. Knock back some hydration and we'll be continuing on our journey. Welcome to our Magic Menagerie. Thank you for the follow, Goddess Dancer. I take it you're a fan of Journey as well? Cheers to you, General Organa. Okay. Let's continue. Look how large our bubbles are now. Looks around. Who, me? Well, I'm guessing that means that you are quite... Oh, I see your avatar there. Looks like a Red Cloak Journey avatar. Yes, I absolutely adore this game. It is in my top 10 games of all time. There's really nothing like it. And I am really looking forward to Sky, the newest game by that game company, coming to consoles. It only went to mobile, and then it went to Nintendo Switch, and my mobile phone isn't that strong. And I don't have a Switch, but I know it's supposed to be coming to consoles. We get to surf on the snow. Sky, not a fan? Oh, you've played it? Not as good as Journey, huh? Though that's understandable, though. Journey is a very hard one to top. Journey is a masterpiece. I read a review once of Final Fantasy VIII. And my favorite RPG is Final Fantasy VII. I didn't think too highly of 8. Much better graphics than 7. But, in my opinion, not quite as good. And we dive into the water. And the reviewer said... Well, the reviewer pretty much echoed my thoughts that 8 was not as good as 7. But they said something that struck me. And I feel it's true of their review, and I feel like it's true also of perhaps Sky. And that is the previous game, FF7, in this case Journey, is an absolute masterpiece. But the problem is, how do you make a sequel to a masterpiece? You know? It's like walking into the Sistine Chapel, looking at the ceiling, and saying, "Hey, Michelangelo, you did an amazing job. Now do it again, only this time do it better." You know, you can imagine the look he'd give you. It's like that's the task that was before that game company with anything they were going to make after Journey. This game is absolute magic. It's so fleeting the time you spend here. But it is so wonderful. It's okay. Basically an MMORPG of the other side of the Journey Mountain. Interesting. That keeps expanding, and it's a pay-to-play for top DLC and such nonsense. Aww. The daily grind will take hours out of your day, even while speedrunning. Wow. That's sad. Have you played the other That Game Company games? Flower and Flow? And here we are. If there was a portal, a fast travel point just to get back here, I think a lot of people would hang out in this level. I know I would. I would come back to it and just spend a couple hours here. Maybe a couple hours every month. It is so beautiful. But we did it. We finally reached the peak. Yes, the others are wonderful and intricate. I agree. I've beaten the others as well. Oh, look at that. And then as we walk towards the peak, our scars disappear again. But unlike the last time we lost our scarves, if we go back, they will regrow. And so if you change your mind, you want to jump back down and explore, you can. You can keep doing that, which I think is really neat. But we will press onward here. Look at that. Look at how the light shines on the snow. Look how beautiful that is. It's like diamonds or pearls. And the way the glyphs are almost suspended in the air as they gently float upwards. The music. Absolutely breathtaking. Great use of lighting. They drew you a heart. Flower was very emotional for me. I was surprised by that. Flow is good too. You can do that with your footsteps? Yeah. And your scarf can make lines in the sand as well. I like that. Oh, he's moonwalking. Yeah, it's getting harder to chirp now. I was saying I used to play this game every year around my birthday, and this is the week of my birthday, and I thought I'd do it again. I hadn't done it in 1 or 2 years, and I figured we'd give it another go. This game always makes me smile. He made it into the light. What lies beyond the beyond? Aww. And there's my tombstone. Another to add to the collection. The body may have perished, but the soul goes on. And I love this. This ties everything together. Then the light shoots forth from the mountain. Thank you for playing Journey. And you get to relive the memories of where you came from. There's another white cloaked figure right there, still on their journey, wondering about the light that just passed them by. Back down through the temple. I'll try not to talk too much through this song. I really do enjoy it. Oh wow, thank you for the subscription, Battery. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Music seemed to cut out for me for a bit. That was weird. And you see these lights the entire time you're playing the game, if you're observant, that are shooting forth from the mountaintop and that are floating from the mountain backwards. They're going against where you're traveling from, or they're coming from there. Two figures dropping off the mountain, but the lights are passing you by. They're going behind you as you travel towards the mountain, and you're never really sure what that's about. You don't really understand it. It's just sort of a question mark that sticks with you through the game. There's another cloaked figure right there, meditating. You heard it land. Companions met along the way? Battery, who is here in chat. You don't find out your traveling companions until the very end of the game. I like that. Some people, their first time through, they actually think that the people they meet along the way are just AI. And it's fun to see at the end of their playthrough, like, what, these were real people? These were real, you know, other people in the game? I find that to be extra special. Thanks for traveling with me. Thank you for traveling with me, iBattery. I hope you enjoyed the journey. And there we go, it starts again. New journey. We're not going to go through another playthrough, but I will show you what happens when you start a new journey. Camera pulls out. And there we are. Sitting back in the sand. We stand. And we chirp. And if you recall, our symbol's different. We have been reborn. Goddess Dancer asks, when will you play again? That is a good question, Goddess Dancer. I do not know. Like I said before, I used to play this game around each of my birthdays. And I played this game through on the PlayStation 3. I beat it, got all the trophies. Played it through again on PlayStation 4. Got all the trophies. And I still love this game so much. It means so much to me that, like I said, I play it around each of my birthdays. And I did that for about 5 years. And then I sort of took a break for about 2 years. And now, since I'm more into streaming, and I have a YouTube channel that I upload all the gameplay footage to, I figured, you know what, let's do Journey again. And so we did, and this is going to go up on the YouTube channel next Monday. Since Twitch has that thing where you have to wait like 48 hours before you can transfer footage. But I like to wait a week. And yeah, so we might be playing this again next year around my birthday, but we'll see. I don't make plans that far ahead. Not typically anyway. So, yeah. Ever have someone show you how to fly? Fancy fly, that is. I remember when I first got my white cloak, and I had almost mastered the game, because I was playing it like over and over and over again. I knew that I didn't know, but I had gotten to the point where I could fly through almost the entire level. I barely touched the ground. Because I knew how to fly, I knew how to navigate the environment, going through certain red pieces of cloth to maintain my height and my momentum. And it is quite enjoyable that way. Ever go oob? Oh, out of bounds? No, I've never went out of bounds. This was a great experience. Definitely. Journey is always a great experience. I don't think you quite grasp what I mean by fancy fly. No, then perhaps I don't. Do you mean when two people fly together and chirp to keep each other flying in the air? Or is that something different as well? No, that's tandem flying. Ah, I see. Well, then define for me fancy fly. But I still remember the first time I played Journey. I remember I first got my PlayStation 3, and I played through the first that game company game, which was Flow, and I liked it. And back then, Flow was sort of a big deal when it first launched on PlayStation 3. Not because it was necessarily a big, complex game. It's not. It's a very simple game, but it was a showpiece because of its cool graphics and lighting, and it was actually in 1080p, and that was one of the very rare games during the launch or near launch of the PlayStation 3 that was actually in 1080p. It was that one, and I think there was like an NBA 2K game that were also in 1080p. And it was really neat to play. And eventually the game got patched for trophies because PlayStation 3 games at launch didn't have trophies. And so I replayed it again, though I didn't replay it as much as I did when I first started playing the game, because I was really, really into it when it first came out. Oh, wait. Goddess Dancer says, when you can build a boost and rocket off into the air. No, I'm not sure how to do that. I know that you can chirp around small pieces of carpet and they will swirl around you and lift you up. And then once you reach the peak at where they would send you, then you can press X to activate your flight ability. Battery says, out of bounds areas are really beautiful. They're like a different world. Interesting. No, I've never seen them. Maybe I'll try to hop on YouTube and look up Journey out of bound areas sometime. But after being somewhat a fan of Flow, I thought I would give Flower a try. And Flower was more fun than I thought it would be. It used motion controls, which I was kind of okay with. The music was good. I liked the graphics. I thought guiding a flower petal around was fun. I love the look of the grass swaying in the breeze. And the game is pretty fun up through the first 4 levels in Flower. And then you hit level 5, and the tone of the game takes a serious turn. It goes from being mostly carefree and fun to sort of having a darker tone to it, a more dangerous tone to it, which feels really jarring. It feels very out of place. And then you get to the level right after that one, and it sort of vindicates the previous level, the previous level's experience, and it becomes exciting, and it becomes sort of more emotional and freeing, and it gives you a feeling of victory at the end, and of life sort of overcoming and conquering death. And it is a great feeling to have at the end of the game. And so when Journey came along, I knew I had to play Journey. And Journey topped Flower. You really get this very thought-provoking, very emotional, philosophical journey through life. And there are so many points you can take away from this game, so many enriching points, and the music to this game is absolutely brilliant. I often listen to the soundtrack when I'm not playing the game, and it also helps me focus to write. And the graphics are absolutely stunning, the way the sun shimmers across the sand, and the way you can surf and leave trails in the sand, not only your feet but your scarf. Very nice touches. Yeah. Journey is without question one of the top 10 games I have ever played. Goddess Dancer says, I can share one of my clips, or you can look in my clips for yourself and see various shenanigans you can do. May I whisper you? Sure. Whisper away. Ah, that's what you were trying, Battery. Battery says, I tried to show you the snow oob area. It's very beautiful. I see. That was right after we exited the temple, and you flew way up high. And I tried to join you, but I don't think my scarf was quite as long as yours. Though had I kept trying, I probably, well, maybe I could have made it up there. But I bet that is nice. I thought that was just a shortcut you're trying to show me. Alright, well, thank you again, everyone, for joining me for the journey. I hope you had a good time. I did. I always do with this game. And Battery here will help to make it a bit more enjoyable by joining us on that journey. And as well as Goddess Dancer for showing up. I appreciate that. Sure, Goddess Dancer, incoming shenanigans clips. Send me the clips. I will not be able to show them on stream. I am streaming directly from the PlayStation 4. I am monitoring my stream with PC, but I don't have this running through a capture card. It's straight from PS4. So I will view those clips off stream. But again, thank you everyone for joining me. So let me throw out some details for any new people that are here. I stream 6 nights a week, Monday through Saturday, from 8 p.m. U.S. Eastern to at least 11 p.m. U.S. Eastern. So sometimes the streams are longer, depends kind of on content and level of enthusiasm and my energy. Sometimes they can be a bit shorter depending on content. Like tonight, we're about 2.5 hours in. I don't think I'm going to keep rattling on for another half an hour, so it might be shorter than 3 hours. Battery says, happy birthday, and thank you for traveling with me. See you later. Bye, chat. Thank you again, Battery. Thank you for traveling with me, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Perhaps I shall see ye again. I hope so. And Goddess Dancer says, thank you for the stream. Thank you for being here, Dancer. So, beyond that, I do stream a little something different for every night of the week. I know that not every game appeals to every person, and I know that not every game genre appeals to every person. And so, to sort of, appeal to more people, I stream a little something different every night of the week, but also, streaming something every night of the week helps to prevent me from getting burnt out on any one game or game genre. And it's exciting to play a game and to want to progress, but then to sort of force yourself not to for a week and then come back to it. It's almost like watching TV shows when you were a kid and having to wait till the next week, till the next week's episode to learn what happens. I find it to be quite fun. And so Mondays are typically indie games. Tuesdays are retro games or contemporary games done in a retro style. Wednesdays in the Discord channel we watch anime together, and then afterwards on Twitch we read through gaming news and we have a Just Chatting stream. Thursdays are all about role-playing games. Fridays are typically about AAA games, and Saturdays are about spooky games. So if any of those interest you, maybe I'll see you on those nights. Now, as we complete a journey tonight, that means next Monday we'll be rolling into a new game. And that game is actually another desert game. And it is called Lifeless Planet. It looks like we're an astronaut who lands somewhere. At first it looks like it might be Mars because it's red sand everywhere. But we see telephone poles, which makes you think that maybe they landed somewhere on Earth. But maybe they didn't. Maybe this is all in the astronaut's head. It's hard to say, really, and I honestly don't know. It'll be my first playthrough, and so perhaps I will see you next Monday for that. If you're curious what other games are going through, you can check the schedule on the Twitch page here. But to rattle them off, tomorrow we'll be streaming more Quake Remastered for Retro Reminiscence. We'll be going through the first half of Episode 2 to the Dissolution of Eternity expansion. Wednesday, in the Discord, we'll be watching Konosuba, a special OVA. We've already watched the first 2 seasons. For Thursday's RPG nights, we'll be streaming more of Demon Souls New Game Plus mode. We'll be trying to get through the entire Tower of Latria, and it is the PlayStation 3 original version. For Franchise Fridays, we're going to try to make more progress in Enigmatus 3, The Shadow of Carcala. Spooky Saturdays is going to be our second birthday game. Birthday week game. It's going to be a point-and-click adventure game called Nickelodeon's Are You Afraid of the Dark? The Tale of Orpheo's Curse from Viacom New Media. And that is another one of my favorite games of all time. In fact, all of my birthday week games that I'm streaming this week are all of my top 10 games of all time. Journey, Are You Afraid of the Dark, The Tale of Orpheus' Curse, and Contrast. And Contrast will be streaming on Sunday. I don't stream on Sundays anymore, but I'm going to make a special exception because it is the week of my birthday. And so, yes, Sunday night will be Contrast. That'll be a one-shot as well. Yeah, so that is our schedule. Like I said, perhaps I'll see some of you throughout the week, or maybe I'll see you all next Monday for our next indie game. But let me see who is streaming right now, and we can set up a raid and a host. Okay. I think we're going to raid Ink Ribbon. Ink Ribbon is streaming Parasite Eve 2, which is her favorite game of all time. Ink is very much into spooky games. She's also into wrestling. And Resident Evil is her favorite series, but Parasite Eve 2 is her favorite game. And so let's hang out and keep her company and watch her play through some of her favorite stuff. So I'm going to set that up, and then I'm going to make some closing announcements, which I've kind of already made. But and I'm seeing the posts there, Goddess Dancer, the clips. I will check those out after our stream concludes. There's the raid button. Alright, raid is set up. Also, thank you again to everyone else who came out tonight and made their presence known in chat. Thank you also to General Organa and let's see. Do we have any else popping in chat, make their presence known tonight? If they did, thank you for showing up. Thank you also to the lurkers. I hope you enjoyed Journey, or you enjoyed my reaction to Journey, or perhaps a bit of both. And maybe, like I said, I'll see you again some other time. The next time I'll be streaming again is tomorrow night, Tuesday, 8 p.m. U.S. Eastern, with some Quake Remastered. If you like old school first-person shooters, it is a challenging one. It's more challenging than Duke Nukem 3D. I beat that one on stream as well. So, yeah, swing on by. Or perhaps I'll see you next Monday for Lifeless Planet. Alright, have a good night, everyone, and hope to see you again soon. Bye. Goddess Dancer says, clips sent. I will check them. Thank you again, Goddess Dancer. Thank you again, iBattery. Alright, bye, everyone. Have a good night. The battery says milk chocolate. I'm with you there. I prefer milk chocolate as well.